friends. Welcome to our Curse of Strahd stream session 2. I hope you are ready to be spooked again. I'm Debbie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am your dreadful dungeon master. Dreadful, not because I'm terrible, although maybe I am, but because this is a horror campaign. Hope that's what you're looking for. First, let me introduce you to your players. Friends, feel free to introduce yourselves and your characters a little bit if you would like. So firstly, say hello to gorgeous Galway.
Hey everybody, name's Galway. Pronouns are he, him, or they, them, and I play Diota, the elvish artificer whose pronouns are they, them.
Thank you very much. Next, everybody, please say hello to Epic Elise.
Hello. My name is Elise. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I play Mink, whose pronouns are he, him.
Excellent, excellent. Next, everybody, please say hello to Amazing Adam.
Hey everybody. Yes, my name is Adam. I use they, them, or he, him pronouns. And I am playing Teddy. Oh, a cleric. Let's see here. Who
Yep.
uses he, him pronouns.
Perfect. A checks notes. Cleric. Nice, nice. And last but by no means least, please say hello to lovely Lena.
Hi, I'm Lena. My pronouns are she, her. And I'm playing Mari, who's a rogue tiefling whose pronouns are also she, her.
Are we just all asleep or what?
Has nobody
I
remembered
played the
who they
character
were made?
once, and I've played so many characters in my life. I have so many people inside me. I can't, like...
We contain multitudes. Very true, very true. Great, excellent. Well, now that we all know who we are, housekeeping. We are affiliate on Twitch, which means you are able to cheer and subscribe to us. That's good. Definitely do that. There's also a way you can link your Amazon Prime account to support us via Prime Gaming. Mum, I can sort that out the next time I come visit. We also have chat commands on Twitch. !Discord will get you a link to our Discord community, which is a lovely place to be. Currently, we are playing a lot of Fortnite and Wingspan, but it's also a good place if you like to see pictures of my dogs. !Merch will get you a link to our merch store where you can buy cool stuff with artwork designed by members of the community, such as Elise, show mug.
I'm literally pouring more tea into it as we speak.
Far out. Come on.
Always, no
You're
shirt.
making us
Show
look
shirt,
so
Galway.
unslick. Yeah, show shirt, Galway. Thank you. Well done, performing monkeys. Good job. Ko-fi, coffee, Ko-fi. Who knows? If you would like to support us, please send us money. It helps us buy assets like the book and stuff in Roll20 for this game. And !donate. Galway. Andy makes you do this bit.
Performing monkey round number 2. Yes. ! Donate takes you to a link to our support for the Trevor Project benefiting LGBTQ youth in America. Please check them out if you have the time and the resources. And as always, we encourage you, if this is a community or a cause that you care about, look for a local charity supporting the same work in your area, because donations to those often go a lot farther, especially for direct impact on communities.
Thank you very much. Galway. Okay, where can you get more helpful goat, you ask? Where can you see more of Lena's characters? We now have 3 podcast feeds that we would love for you to listen to. Goats and Dragons is our 1 to 20 level long-form campaign set in Andy's world of Banya. Andy's obviously not playing, but he's a very central part of the community. So hello, Andy, if you're listening. And if you're not, well, rude.
Andy's probably asleep.
Well, but then he better catch up on demand, and then he'll know that we talk about him all the time. Well, his best friend does anyway. We're in Act 3 in Ghosts and Dragons, and we'll be in Act 3 for a while at the rate things are going. I'm looking forward to dinner. That's all I'm saying. Whenever we get there, whatever's on the menu, it's going to be great. There's also Helpful Goat Presents, where you can find shots. In that feed, you'll find lots of the Interlocking campaign GM'd by Galway in the world of Tyr, and I've recently been re-listening to Waterdeep Dragon Heist, which is some of your best work, everybody, honestly, by any means necessary, of course.
By any means necessary.
That was fucking beautiful.
Oh my god.
So the whole campaign is so good. I listened to it when I drove, like I had a 3-hour drive down to Oxford and back, and then I drove down to Birmingham to see Chris, and it's just been an absolute joy to revisit it. Highly recommend.
Right.
Finally, we also have Dom and Dragons, the 25-episode campaign, where actor Dominic Monaghan from such things as Lord of the Rings and Lost and Star Wars joined Helpful Goat to play some D&D. You can also find a bunch of our content on YouTube before it gets turned into podcasts, in case that's your vibe. Right. Whew. So welcome in to our Curse of Strahd stream here on Helpful Goat. Before we get started into the actual content, I have two final important announcements. This is my second session, my first campaign, being a DM on Helpful Goat. So there are going to be times when the players help me out working out what it is that we need to roll, right? Is it survival? Is it athletics? Is it history? So if there's any clunky bits or me asking for help, I thank you for your patience. This is intended to be a gothic horror stream that may not be suitable for everybody. General themes today are the same as the last session. So we've got unspecified ominous danger, we've got harm to children, we've got suicide, evil rituals, ghosts and haunting, being trapped, some gore. If that's not sounding good for you today, please feel free to give this one a miss and take care of yourself. All right, shall we get cursed? Quick
Let's
recap.
get cursed.
Let's get cursed. There needs to be one of those like air horn honk, honk noises. Last time when we were cursed, Deirdre and Mink were journeying along the tradeway as part of a caravan to Daggerford, and en route stopped to investigate a pack of werewolves that had been hassling the local area. They found evidence of werewolves, but no actual were or wolves. And yet, in the morning, they had been magically transported somewhere else. How did that happen? Weird. They eventually found their way along a dirt road, guided by some really pushy fog, to meet Teddy, who told them not to go through the gate they had just gone through. We met Murray outside a large townhouse, who was waiting for her friends who had just gone into the house at the request of the two crying children outside, Rose and Thorn, because there's a monster in the basement and they left baby Walter in the house. Whoops. We discovered we were in the land of Barovia, which is not where 3/4 of the team started. Murray is from the area, so can act as a tour guide, probably. Keep your arms and legs inside the building. After much confusion describing stories, floors, levels, staircases, where I think I even managed to confuse myself, the party entered the tall townhouse and explored the floor that they entered on and the next floor up, one flight of stairs. However you want to name that, one flight of stairs up. There are two more floors, two more flights of stairs up, and we got reference to a basement dungeon. The players also found a cool, I say it's cool, I designed it, so of course it is, codex of alchemical recipes that may come in useful, a key, and a letter from one Strahd von Zaradvich, at which point Marie, as a native Barovian, told everyone that Strahd is a vampire or vampire, same thing, who rules this land, and you do not want to draw his focus. The pushy fog from outside was pressing up against the windows, and it was raining bats, not frogs, as is tradition in Barovia. That was a lot. Right. Before we get started, I did want to recap, mechanically speaking, the Codex of Alchemical Recipes that you found, which is a book, and you got a box of ingredients, like a beautifully engraved box that somehow has managed to preserve these alchemy ingredients from whatever else is going on in the house. Nothing sinister, I promise. So, did anyone have a chance to review the Codex who wants to have a shot at explaining what it is?
I have not reviewed the Codex, but there is a poem from Chelsea.
Oh, okay. Let's do that first. First.
Okay, I will read it. Fog is a formidable opponent in this strange land. Werewolves' claws laying close at hand. Trees are mean, children are weird, and things are enigmatic and ominous. House filled with questions. Frickin' bats have arrived, and that was only in the first session. This campaign is off to a glorious start in spooktacular gothic direction. Much love, cursed goats, we can see and hear you reflected. That's a little off rhyme. Little, yeah, I love it, Chelsea.
Is
So
it a
good.
slant rhyme? I don't know what slant rhymes are, so I'm actually kind of genuinely asking.
It might, I think, yeah, direction reflected. Slant rhyme. Maybe. I should know. I majored in
It's
English.
excellent, whatever it is.
Oh no, that's oh crap.
If it's rhyming through the sound of vowels, it's assonance, right? Versus consonants. And then that rhyme is like a true rhyme or whatever is when it's like the full syllables, I think. It's been a
Sure.
hot minute.
Yeah.
since
I
I've
don't
studied
remember this
literature.
at all from school.
We didn't
Well,
do this at school.
Thank you, Chelsea. And also, oh yeah, she says it's not supposed to be off rhyme. I used the wrong word. I was wondering because it could be reflection. Yeah. Chelsea, I got you. Edit. This campaign is off to a glorious start in spectacular gothic direction. Much love, cursed goats. We can see and hear your reflection.
Amazing.
I
Also,
would
hi,
be,
Debbie's mom in the chat.
Yeah,
First time
hi.
chat.
I'd be happy to recap the codex if you want me to, if we're there.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Although just briefly,
Yeah.
English lesson, English muffin, same thing.
I might be hungry or something.
Someone needs to bring you snack. Press the snack button.
I have a box, like I have a whole stack of Pocky sitting next to me that I could eat. So
Pocky for breakfast. That's
no, that
A
was
callback
that
to high
was the
school.
soylent that I chugged really fast. That was the breakfast.
Okay, yeah, go Elise. You can tell us what this codex
okay.
is.
So we were given a codex of alchemical recipes, which is basically a list of alchemical components and also recipes. And they are things like vampire repellent or other things that we can craft if we find the right ingredients. And in short, there are some rules around crafting. Like we have to have 3 things to craft them, and we have to the more like it's more likely to succeed and be powerful if we're crafting with different options as opposed to like 3 of the same thing. That's more or less it. It's they will be magical effects that last, I presume, for a period of time once we craft with them. And do you want more detail in that, or is that a pretty good high level recap, Debbie?
No, I think that's great. Yeah, every time you craft something, it takes like a minute to do it. So it's not something that you can do as like an action in combat, but you could do it and then they'll last for forever. Go off or go moldy or anything. And you'll roll. You can add your wisdom or your intelligence and your proficiency bonus. If you study the book for like 12 hours, you can get to be proficient in the book, which will allow you to increase your roll. If you do a bad job on the roll, then there may be consequences. But if you do a really, really good job on the roll, then it will like double the result. So expand the range of it or lengthen the effect. Okay? Cool. The only other thing to tell you is we rolled off stream for the ingredients that are in the box. So you have 3 uses of clay, 2 uses of fire peas, 2 uses of frog's breath, 1 use of undead bone, 3 uses of zombie glands, 1 use of fumitory, 4 uses of cedar, 2 uses of angelica, 2 uses of calotropis, and 4 uses of mint. So the first few things that I listed are like alchemy ingredients that you can loot from monsters, and the second part is plants. So you can search while you're out traveling for plant-based alchemy ingredients to put in your alchemy box.
I started writing that down and I lost track around
I put it in the
Undead
chat
Bones.
already.
Oh,
In
thank
our
It's in the
you,
chat
Debbie.
It's in
already?
the Discord that we can copy from.
And also, I've made a character sheet that I'm gonna track the inventory on, and then
Oh,
we can
smart. Okay.
we can rename it to like, alchemical ingredients, and I'll get everyone access to it. I just can't do it as
Okay.
a player.
Yeah, cool.
I'm tracking it in my notes, but y'all don't have access to my notes. That doesn't help.
I'm tracking it in my notes too, so that's good.
Hey, what's calotropis?
It's a plant.
That's cool.
You can, I don't know, a lot of the inspiration for the plant bit of this came from Elise. What was that thing you shared with me?
Yeah. A really cool resource that a friend got me through Kickstarter a long time ago. It's like an alchemical, or like, what's the word? I'll have to look it up. I'll
Botany.
share. Yeah, botany, like magical botany, inspired by many different folklores of the real world, of like what plants, like real world plants, in many variations of folklore across the world might think of like what those plants' properties would be, both mundane and magical. It's a really cool resource. I have a hard copy, I have a digital copy, and I have even like some little like cards that you can use if we were playing in person,
That sounds
from
cool
that
as shit.
Kickstarter. It's really cool, and I would be happy to share. I have no idea if after the Kickstarter ended, if they have it for sale just generally at
Right,
this
that's
point,
what I was
but
gonna ask.
I'll dig
I
it up
couldn't
and
find
see.
it. When I went to look for it, I couldn't find it, but that was really helpful. That gave me a lot of the ingredients. Calotropis is apparently also called milkweed.
Oh, okay. I know milkweed.
There you go.
It's one of the native plants of Colorado that attracts pollinators. So I was considering planting it, but it's ugly.
Oh,
But all of the rabbits ate all my plants last year anyway, so I'm pretty sure they're all dead. So I'm probably just gonna have barren earth this year.
great. Well done, rabbits.
I did find it. If we want to do a quick shout out, it's called the Herbalist Primer.
Yeah.
And it's by Anna Urbanek.
It's great. I really enjoyed like reading through it and kind of taking some of the properties of what she talked about in that for some of the ingredients. Hers is a lot bigger than ours. The list of plants that she's got. Nice one.
It is
Elise.
available on various board game sites for purchase.
Oh, you could find it. Okay, cool. Good. Great. All right. Now that we've got that out of the way, we are in the room that had the desk in and the secret room off to the side, up one flight of stairs. We were in that room, and we were talking about Strahd, and then bats appeared. What do you want to do?
Right. I mean, I'm just like kind of panicking.
I'm Marie or I'm Lena panicking?
Marie, Lena's fine.
We are all together in the library, or we are separated currently in kind of chunks.
I think we're all
I-
together by this point.
Yeah, I think people came into the library when we were talking about the stuff we found.
Everybody was in the. I think everybody sort of started in the library except for Marie, and then you came in, and then you two.
And then Marie and Mink and I were checking out the secret room, and then we kind of wandered back out when Teddy announced that I was from here, and then the bats came.
And then the
Okay.
bats came.
Well, Mink will be weapon out, ready to hit things, just in case.
Is the reign of bats normal for here?
I mean, it probably happens relatively often, honestly, but it's not good. It's bad. It means he's looking our way. He knows we're here, and I mean, whatever Mink, I think it is. You look strong. You look very strong. That won't help you. He'll kill you.
Oh,
He'll kill you so fast. He'll kill all of us. We gotta find the people and get out of here and lay low.
well, if it's find people and lay low, then we need to continue to the attic. We have a third story,
Well, there's
a third
there's
floor, a
there's
second
one
floor,
there's one more full floor and then an
and then
attic.
the attic to find them, because the basement is still an unknown at this point.
Also a
Okay,
dungeon.
but I thought this is Lena. I'm pretty sure, right? There's also a torture room in the basement. We'll get to that in a second, I'm sure. But I really thought the kids said that the nursemaid's room was supposed to be on this floor. Have we fully checked this floor?
You have fully checked this floor, and the children don't know what they're talking about in terms of
Oh.
stories and floors.
Okay.
So I think the nursemaid's room is up one more flight of stairs,
Yeah.
Lena.
Okay. Cool.
That's I think
It's
that was
locked.
something that got lost when we were flip-flopping, because I think the first time that the kids said that, it was there.
The kids. Yeah, Not me. No, the
Yeah.
kids.
Listen, kids don't know what they're talking about. You're absolutely right.
They don't. They don't.
Okay.
And did we tell everybody about the content of the letters we found? The letter we found in the secret room?
I
can't-
mean, we can take a second. Let's just do a quick catch everybody up. You know, what happened in the other room with the rocking chair or whatever and the dog, and what happened in the secret room with the chest and the skeleton and the letter, so that we're all kind of on the same page now about those things.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, up the stairs. I'll go first. Marie, you want to be looking for traps?
Yeah,
Me?
yeah. I'll come behind you. I'll look for traps. Lancelot will take up the rear where it's safest. I don't know about the rest of you.
Also, Debbie, I've grabbed at least 3 random books off of the shelves and stuffed them in my pack.
And just a reminder, we do also have 3 scrolls from last time. I just bolted in my notes so I don't lose it again. I wrote them down.
Did you just grab a bunch of books about fiend summoning?
No, there's a whole different
Reading is reading.
pile of topics.
I think the books in the normal room are not on fiend summoning. I think the books in the secret room are just on fiend summoning.
Okay.
Did you get books from secret room or normal room, Goy?
I mean, honestly, I probably would have grabbed a couple from both.
Okay.
Originally, I was thinking of grabbing 3 books, so I'll just make it 4 books, and I grabbed 2 titles from each shelf.
All right. I've got to come up with titles to these excellent books now. Well played.
Yeah, you have time to do that, though. I doubt I'm going to have time to read them right now.
Okay, so up the stairs,
Yeah.
Lancelot is the dog for anyone following
Correct.
along at home who's forgotten. So yeah, let's go. We'll go up the stairs carefully with Marie looking for traps.
Okay. I have 2 questions, which are marching order.
Mink in the front.
I think it's
Then Maddie.
Mink, Muddy, Diota, Teddy.
Eddie.
Lancelot in the back, where it's safest.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm not Andy, don't worry, the dog's fine.
Good.
The rest of you aren't, but the dog is.
That's all that matters to me, Debbie. You've given me something to care about.
Yeah. Can I get Mink or Marie at the front to roll a perception check, please?
Is this looking for traps or is this something else? I'm not trying to get information, but I think usually investigation is used for looking for traps.
It is not looking for traps, but
Okay.
you can look for traps. If you'd rather look for traps, you can look for traps.
Okay, you look for traps. I'll do a perception.
Sounds good.
I was going to say, I think that's more roleplay congruent. Okay.
16
I rolled an
perception.
11.
Okay, so 11, Lena. Maria is pretty confident that there aren't any traps.
Good.
And is, checking all the areas, not seeing any kind of holes for arrows to fire out or any kind of pressure plates or anything like that. And just as Marie is climbing the stairs, so it's a red spiral staircase, Mink, you spot that as you go up the red stairs, directly opposite the red marble staircase is a dusty. It comes like to a balcony or like a landing. That's the word. And there's a suit of black plate armor standing dead ahead of you. And you spot it, and you think, "Hang on, that is a suspicious suit of armor. I wonder if it is an animated suit of armor." You
Okay,
perceive there's something suspicious about the
yes.
armor.
I will stop, and in my head, I would like this for color to involve Marie bumping, and then Diota bumping, and then Teddy.
Yes,
We
yes.
all come to an abrupt halt. And I will point at the suit of armor, and I will say, "That is a suspicious suit of armor." Something about it makes me wonder if maybe it's an animated suit of armor. And then with my +5 athletics, I'll kick it out the window. I think I'm so poorly suited to being the front of the party.
So, just so I have the scene physically, going up a spiral staircase, is this at like a midpoint landing, or is this on the next floor up? We have seen this suit of armor.
This is on the floor up. I can show you the world. No, shining, shimmering, splendid. I can show you a map. Go away if that would help.
That might be good, especially because Mink is about to try to yeet an animated armor.
Kick it out.
Kick it out.
Is there a window I can kick this through behind it? Just wondering.
I just want Mink to this is Sparta this.
Okay.
I would love to
now
visit
I'm
Sparta.
moving you onto a different map, but I have no idea how much of this map you all can see.
I can
Very,
see,
very little. Like
I can see the curving
suit of
staircase.
armor, and that's it.
Yeah.
And but you can see where your tokens are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, I did a thing. Everybody.
Yeah.
Let's all just take
Cheer
a
for
minute.
Debbie.
No, I mean, from everything Andy and Galway ever say, well, have problems with Roll20, it is like wildly successful and amazing to get it on your first try because it seems like a pain in the fucking ass.
I didn't do it alone. Let's not forget that before the stream started, I was like, "Go away! Do I just click and drag?" So let's just temper our celebration of my excellency. Okay, great. So hopefully you can see kind of where the stairs come up and the landing, and there's doorways off to the sides, but dead ahead of you is the armoire.
Okay. If y'all, I think Mink is going to very quietly, without taking his eyes off of the armor, turn to the group, or like kind of whisper over the shoulders to the group. Do we think we're going to be fighting this thing? Because we could use that bless scroll right now and set ourselves up a little bit here.
I mean, it just looks like a suit of armor to me, but if you say it's suspicious, then I think probably fighting it, right?
Are we fighting it then?
We may not have an option, and I'd rather go in blessed than not.
I usually try to resolve my conflicts non-violently, but I don't know if suits of armors can communicate.
Okay, I will hold an action to use the bless spell if this thing makes an aggressive move against us.
Diota will hold up a hand. Perhaps let's not waste a single-use resource. I can bless us if we need.
Oh. Great. I will
Oh, you can do
scroll
magic.
away. Okay, Mari, if you would like to talk to this thing.
So flipping that, I will now hold an action to cast Bless if there is an aggressive move.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hop up behind Mink, mostly sheltered, and wave at the suit of armor. Hi. Do you live here?
So, has anyone stepped foot onto the landing in front of it? Or Marie, if you want to step on to speak to it, you need to go round Mink.
No, I'm just peeking out from behind Mink.
Okay,
I
if
can
it doesn't
talk from 6 feet away.
Yeah, if there's no reaction from Muddy like talking to it that way, Mink will like slowly start to inch forward to see like if it will react to physical stimuli instead of spoken.
It does not respond to words, but if you step up onto the... Can you control your tokens, by the way, to move yourselves if you want to? Yeah, okay,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, so if you step up to there, it doesn't move.
Can Teddy have been doing just one momentary thing
Absolutely.
in the midst of all this? He's in the back. He's been hanging back with Lancelot, feeling weird about everything, and he would have just kind of like kind of like you whispered to Lancelot, um, what do you think about this suit of armor? And he does not have any kind of speak with animals power or anything, but Teddy wants to see if Lancelot has any kind of sense or understanding
Any
of
insight?
Yeah.
Okay. You can give me an animal handling check.
Okay, okay. Let's see what happens. It's an 11.
Okay, and with an 11, Lancelot.
But hold on. Teddy is casting guidance on himself.
Oh, what's guidance, Galway? Do you know?
Well, let me try.
Oh, okay, sorry, Adam. What's guidance?
Welcome to the Helpful Goat infomercial for guidance. A cantrip that allows you to do better at things. You are somebody you know, a willing creature, and if
Is
at all
you or
possible,
someone you know a willing? Is you? Are you with
touch
someone you know?
one willing creature. Use it early. Use it often.
Yay!
I know that part.
Yeah.
Um.
Do we have to pay Galway royalties every time we do the guidance plug? I
Oh.
feel like
I'll pay him royalties once I start getting the pitch right.
Okay.
So yeah.
So roll your d4
So I roll a d4
to add to your 11.
It's a 2, so we get a 13.
A 13. Oh, well, that changes nothing.
Great.
But well done. Lancelot is kind of frightened, but is more frightened of being alone. And so when you kind of crouch down to talk to the dog, he does a big wet lick all up the side of your face.
Oh, that makes
Baby.
Teddy kind of smile and laugh, and he just kind of gets lost in petting.
Well, for a moment you do, but then you're kind of transported out of your body because the wet sensation on your face reminds you of you've been up these stairs before and you've been pushed by the armor off the landing and fallen all the way down and landed on your face, and then it was very bloody and messy and horrible. So that sensation of being licked reminds you of that horrible occasion.
That's like weirdly specifically awful, Debbie.
As
You're welcome.
Right, this cute moment with this dog is like reminding you of like, oh, you've experienced trauma here.
That's wild.
I like to imagine that like Teddy's having this flashback, like the same, like, don't go through the gates, don't step on the landing, as Mink's foot like lands on the top floor or on the top step.
Cinematic timing.
Yes.
I'm just pressing play on some music for atmosphere. Hopefully this works.
So Teddy remembers, or Teddy has a thought of the suit of armor doing what? Pushing Teddy down the stairs?
Yes, so you had gone up, so where you see Mink is, mechanically speaking, like one step to the left, like directly in front of the suit of armor, you had been stood there, and the armor pushed you, and you fell kind of over the railing and down the one flight of stairs to land on your dog-licked face.
Okay. Yeah, that's what a terrible image. I don't think sharing anything about that will contribute any new knowledge to the group, though. So Teddy's just feeling weird still.
Ooh. And now wet in the face.
Weird and wet. That's the way I like it.
Oh, no, Adam. Okay, so Mink is kind of diagonally to the suit of armor. I feel like we're playing chess.
Yes.
And everyone else is still behind on the stairs.
Yeah. I think it's just Mink on the now actually on the floor. But we've been playing it where Madi is like very huddled close. So I imagine she's right on Mink's heel.
Yeah, I'm just sneaking up behind Mink. I'm utilizing the fact that Mink is far larger than me, but also trying to be helpful.
Okay.
It's not responding to me, Mink. I don't. If you were a suit of armor, what way would you communicate? Maybe in metallic bangs?
Mink immediately bangs on his armor to see if it will do anything.
Nope.
Okay, maybe we just kind of press against the wall, scoot past it, and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Debbie, Mink is going to scoot this way. I'm clicking on the map. Do you see that?
I see you are moving. I
haven't actually moved. I was pinging.
Yeah. Can you ping it? Yes. Okay. So but you're moving to the square that's in front of the square that you're currently in.
Yeah, I would have to. I know in D&D you're just occupying a 5-foot square, but I would be trying to kind of like give it as much space. Yeah, but regardless, mechanically, yes, I'm in the square.
Yeah. Interestingly, the moment you scooch, even if you're trying to stay like as far away from it as you can, right, pressed up against the wall, trying to squish along, technical term to squish. The moment you do, the animated armor turns to look at you, and I think we should roll the old initiative.
That feels hostile. That feels hostile.
Wait, I've got to click a button. Please hold. Turn order. Okay, I've clicked it. So now you should be able to click your tokens and click the thing.
You rolled a 3.
Excellent. Oh, I need to roll the initiative as well. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to think about when you're me.
Hey, I rolled 20.
I think, okay, except for Madi, we're going in backwards order of like who's on the stairs and who gets to act.
All right, here's the question. Oh, there's my init. Does this work? Animated armor? Hot garbage. Okay.
Thank God, it rolled lower than me. There's only 2 options for that.
Rude armor. I'm mad at you now. Okay. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. So, with that being said, Marie, you have rolled a critical hit. Is that correct? So I'm feeling
it's an unnatural.
Oh, it's just an unnatural 20. Oh well then. Garbage. Nonsense. Nothing. You just get to do a turn. You're up
and
first.
Galway did have a held action. Does Galway get that off before we start?
I think that's fine.
Yeah. So, from around Jotha's neck, you'll see a small Teddy's behind me, so probably he wouldn't notice. Mink might, because I'm sort of picturing you scooching, so you're probably looking a little bit back that way. Somewhat low down their chest, but you see just a little glimmer of gold, and it's a torque worked with Corellan Letharian's sign, the high god of elves. and he'll Mink will, oh damn. Casting Bless, targeting Mink, Maudie, and Teddy.
And you only hit 3?
Believe. Yeah, up to 3 creatures within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
And it is a
You can
concentration.
upcast it for more targets, right? Eventually. I know you probably don't have that many spell slots,
Yes.
but just asking. Okay.
Yes. To be a level 1 character with level 2 spell slots.
Blood.
That would be ideal, wouldn't it?
So that is now active on the 3 of you.
Excellent. Okay, so in the fight proper, Marie, what you want to do at my animated armor?
Gonna move forward. So the armor's attacking Mink? It's not acting friendly.
It's in that square, but it's turned towards Mink and is kind of looks like it's ready to attack.
It's menacing.
So it does look like it's like
menacing.
it looks like it's gonna. It's not like it's just watching. It's like
no, it's got its like fists raised, like it's gonna thronk.
Okay. Cool. Then I will swing at it with my short sword, and this has sneak attack on. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit a suit of armor.
Makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna swing at it with my offhand short sword. I think I don't have this in here correctly. I just realized I'll fix it in a sec.
Don't you get +4 with Bless on, or plus a D4?
Right. I immediately forgot about Bless. Thank you. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit a suit of armor.
Brutal.
Weirdly,
Okay.
you feel like the armor of this is going to be quite high.
Weird. Offhand attack. No, you already said 14.
14 still doesn't hit. No, it's not.
So
it's
I'm
not
just
changed.
like, Mari just stepped forward and is just like panically flailing at it with her short swords.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't really look like she knows what she's doing.
It makes some really nice clanging noises, but not actually hitting it. You're kind of bouncing off the metal armor of the suit of armor.
Cool.
Right. Is that all you're gonna do?
Yeah, level 1 character.
Oh man. Cool. All right. Up next, Teddy.
Ooh, Teddy's creeped out. Teddy's going to, from the back, he can see the suit of armor, right?
Yes.
Just around this corner a bit. Who's back? Is that Deota right in front of me?
Yes.
As long as he can see it, I think Teddy's gonna cast Sacred Flame on the suit of armor? Maybe? It's a cantrip. Yeah. So what do I do? I don't do spell casting. What do I do? Somebody help me.
It's a spell save DC of 12, so the armor needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. And I don't do armor, so if I just click on my dexterity button, will that be a saving throw?
Assuming that there's not a little like proficiency in saving throw underneath that on the NPC sheets, then it's not proficient. So yeah, it's just a dex check.
I rolled a 14, 1-4, so
on a save, nothing happens. Is the standard rule for cantrips.
The flame-like radiance kind of descends down and then sort of dissipates and don't do nothing.
I feel like Teddy in the throes of that image that just kind of passed through his head, like he's all like sweaty and scared, and he tries casting this cantrip, and his hands and his arcanic abilities just kind of falter, and he is ineffectual as he imagines blood pouring out of his face.
Lovely. Anything else apart from some good imaginings and a wet face?
Good imaginings and a wet face.
That's my new band name.
It's gonna make my memoir. um, he'll kind of like fearfully fall back a bit behind Deota again. He's in a
Good brave
state.
cleric.
The incredibly scrawny artificer.
Yeah.
All right, this is going well.
All right. Speaking of the incredibly scrawny Yota, you're up.
Jota's gonna produce. I don't have my document for this.
No rush.
I made something for this,
Don't
and I'm
forget,
going to
you
use
all
it for God's
have-
sakes.
Your good boy, bad boy cards. So if there's anything in your good boy, bad boy cards that might help you, I don't know what you've got, but they are a
Yeah.
resource that you're welcome to use.
I didn't mean to try to steal somebody's card just now.
It wasn't mine this time.
It's so weird.
No,
The way it.
get away.
Okay.
Jota's gonna pull out a small circle of pink and green paper, and like dip their thumb into one of the inks on their bandolier, essentially, and press their thumb to it, and then blow the piece of paper towards the animated armor. It will grow into a bubble of acid. DC 14 dexterity save.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Good. 1 damage. Good to know that if I hit, it'll be minimal.
Well, I did not get out of the way. The armor's like, oh, goodness, I am a suit of armor. And it cops some acid in the face. And is that 1 damage?
That is 1 acid damage.
Does Bless not do anything for increasing your damage?
I'm also not blessed.
Oh, you're not? No, you're right. Everybody else
But also, bless helps you with like the skill checks. It's the attacking or the saving throw.
Oh,
It doesn't
sorry.
buff damage.
My apologies. Okay, now the next question is, who knows how do I decrease the number of hit points on this character sheet?
You can also click on the. Well, you can probably click on
I'm
the.
trying to do
token.
it on the little button. Enter a new value into the box or enter a modification like +5. Oh.
So you can just do
-1.
-1.
Bong. All right, thank you, everybody. I'm learning how to be a grown-up in real time. Anything else from you, Deota?
Wise. I'm not able to move my token.
Okay. Do I need to give you permissions? Oh, I can move you if you would like.
You shouldn't have, because like I can just move me down behind Teddy.
Like there?
Y'all like doing the scramble. To get
Deota's gonna
behind
sort of
you.
like put
No,
a hand up against his back. Up you go. Up you go. And that'll do it for me.
Are you happy with where I've moved you to, Galway?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't want to be further
right.
back than I had to be, but
Mink, what up?
Okay. All right. So I guess we've attacked this thing now. There's really no turning back.
And you also feel that even if you hadn't, this is a suit of armor, and it didn't respond when Murray tried to speak to it. You don't feel like you could have reasoned with it. It was, oh, you've come into this range, I'ma smack you.
Okay, question. Do I have to commit to using a good boy card before I roll if it gives me a benefit to my roll? Or can I roll first and then be like, oops, a good boy card?
I thought what we said during session 0 was you can roll, but Debbie can't tell us the result.
Okay.
So it's like we can see.
I've got to have a poker face.
Well, I think it's like we can see. Oh, I rolled
a 4.
12.
Would this actually be beneficial to me to use it?
Yeah. So it's like we still have to do that calculation in our heads.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
Also, like, you're level 1, so you're probably going to be quite easy to kill. So I'm happy to be nicer at this stage to try and keep you alive, and maybe change the rules later if I change my mind.
Okay. I will attack with my Morning Star. I have plus the D4, which I will need to roll after I roll this attack.
Okay.
That's a 17. Hang on, let me get the D4 in there. Okay, an unnatural 20 to hit.
An unnatural 20 does hit.
Excellent.
So you swing your Morning Star and you cop this suit of armor right in the side of the helmet. Clang.
Fabulous. Now, I'm pretty sure that at level 1, I have absolutely nothing I can do about adding anything to that, because it would be great to smite it. Sorry, to smite it.
Smite.
But here comes my non-smiting Morning Star attack. 4 piercing damage. Bah!
We've hit
4.
twice.
You
Min
finally
damage
hit it.
both times.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do. I don't have 2 attacks yet, and I won't for a long time. And I don't have smite. And so then I just kind of angle myself as best I can between it and Mari and
Get ready to cop it.
yep.
Guess what's going to happen? You're going to cop it. So you've smacked it, and because you're the one that's kind of triggered it, you're in my attack radius. It's gonna
Don't
smack
worry,
you
y'all.
back.
I have a great armor class.
Do you?
18.
Oh,
I have
okay.
Wow.
heavy armor
That's
and
really
a shield.
good.
Heavy armor and a shield. Yep.
Nice.
Ah, well, the armor's first attack is a natural 1.
Hey,
Beautiful.
take a
So-
bad boy card.
No, we get
you
a good boy card.
Oh, we get a good boy card.
So
okay,
you at least
yay.
can pull a
And
good boy
I was
card.
gonna say, and it was Elise as the target, right? So
Correct, yes. But you'll be pleased to know that this armor very quickly resets and goes to slam into you again.
Whoa,
As if
I got
it
a good one.
has a second attack. What did you get? Tell us.
I got hyper focused. So I actually already had focused in my hand, which is the one I was thinking of. So it's kind of cool to see that these are like tiered. Focused as I get to double my proficiency. Hyper focused as I get to triple my proficiency.
Ooh. Okay, cool. All right, but it's going to try and smack you again.
Let's go.
Oh, no.
Did you roll a natural 20?
Yes, I did.
Oh
You fumbled
no!
and then crit. That is pretty great. Okay, let's see if Mink survives. Come on, hit me.
Oops. Okay.
I'm a tank.
Okay.
With 11 HP.
Okay.
I was gonna say, you're a tank with only 2 more hit points than the caster.
I should have started with the heroism potion to get those 10th HP.
Too late now. So, I would like you to take 13 of your English bludgeoning damage, as you just cop an armored fist to the head and you crumple.
Crumble, yeah.
You're like folded into yourself.
Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, Mink's unconscious.
Oops. I'm gonna just
damn.
real quick. I'm just gonna pull a bad boy card for your old friend Debbie here. But that's it. That's my turn. Just put it in my hand, you dingle shit. Why is it not going into my hand?
I had great success by clicking the word draw, and then it put it automatically into my hand.
Remove card. Clicking the word.
Yeah, so I hover
Draw.
over the deck and then click draw, and then tell it one card or whatever. I see
I
that
don't-
did not work for you.
I don't have that. I have deal, recall, shuffle, hide, discard.
Oh, maybe you don't have a hand because
I
you're the
do.
GM?
It's right there. I can see I've got 11 cards in my hand. I just don't remember how I did this last time. Can I just...
You can probably click and
Oh,
drag it.
I
and
just
then
dragged it
hover
over to my face.
Yeah.
I did it. I dragged it over to my face. Okay, now I've got to find out what it is.
You have it in the normal order. I was like, your face?
You
Yeah,
have
my face
so
down at
many.
the bottom.
Oh, you haven't shrunk the... I shrink all those down to just the name badges.
Yeah, that was the
Make more
same.
space
Oh,
on my
that's a
screen.
good one for me.
Oh.
It's called Overtired. Players receive minimum healing from a rest. Oh, that's nice.
What
Okay.
does that mean? How does that work? Because long rests just heal you to max. So
I
what would
imagine
be
it's if you're
minimum healing?
rolling hit dice, you just get whatever the minimum is for
So
each
it'd be
of your
from a
hit dice.
short rest.
So from
Okay.
short rests, every hit die you roll is going to be
Is min.
will be a 1
A 1.
plus your con mod. So
Okay.
Yeah. I
Cool,
look
fun,
forward
good.
to a short rest. But that is the armor's turn. So it's back to
So-
Marie.
So I just saw it take this very large furball out in one hit.
Yes.
Holy shit! I gotta get out of here. Fuck. I'm gonna disengage. So it can't hit me, and move however far I can move.
why are we all trying to pass me on the stairs? Oh, good.
That's as far down as I can go because I think the rest is like a. So just picture me. I'm moving as far as I can get away. I'm sorry. I don't have any healing, Elise. So, I don't want to be at the front.
No worries. I fully I mean, rogues should not be the ones.
So I'm just as far as I can get. So 30 away. Disengaging is unfortunately a full action. Until I'm a proper rogue.
I was gonna say none of your action economy bullshit until next level.
And I don't really have anything I can do with bonus actions right now that's like helpful.
Don't worry, soon you'll be able to do everything as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I could have. Can you make an offhand bonus action attack? Okay, no.
This
You
isn't
have to
BG.
be
You
making
have
the
to
actual
attack.
This
Yep.
isn't BG3
Okay.
rules. It procs.
Okay.
It's more like the monk's unarmored attack. The act of attacking
Okay.
unlocks a bonus action.
Then yeah, I'm useless and trying to get away.
All right.
That's my
Eddie.
turn.
But so you move away, and the crumpled body of Mink is lying on the floor.
Slowly
And-
dying.
The armor returns back to its previous formation. It doesn't look like it's menacing the body. It doesn't look like it's menacing any of you. It's just stood there in its armor situation again.
We have a fabulous strategy here of someone heals Mink, he backs up 5 feet, dies again. Someone heals Mink, he backs up 5 feet. He can get through a door. He can
How
do
much
that
does
until our
Mink
healing runs out.
weigh? Can we, like, as a team, drag him back off the landing before he him?
Hang on, let me look.
I know how much Mink weighs. Hold on, let me
Mink
tell
weighs
you.
about 300 pounds. What? Is that true? That can't be true.
Mink
He's a
weighs
furball.
approximately 376.22 pounds with all your crap as well.
Oh, with all my armor and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I weigh a lot.
I dumped strength.
Same.
Mink could drag himself 3 times. He's a very strong boy, but he is also
Crumpled on the
unconscious.
floor.
I feel like if I tried to pick up Mink, I would just immediately take bludgeoning damage.
If you would just be squashed underneath. Okay, Teddy, it is your turn. We're going to stay in initiative because of the saving throws, and someone is still near the armor, even if someone is currently having a bad time.
Interesting. What is this? Are we level 2?
No. Still level 1, my friend. Nice
Okay.
try, though.
Um. So I mean, Teddy is very fearful right now, or has been. But I don't know if like if we want to make that just kind of a role play thing that I can role play myself out of, or if we want to treat it as like a mechanical thing, like does he have to roll against being like afraid? Like what do you think, Debbie?
Okay, okay. Hang on. I wrote something down for this. Do 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 do. There's a thing in one of the books. Um. So if you are willing to say that your character is scared, you can make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail, you will be frightened, which means that you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of the fear is within your line of sight, right? So the suit of armor, if that's what you're afraid of. But if you succeed, maybe you'll kind of get some bolstering courage, and you can roleplay that however you.
Um, yeah, I think it feels right to roll for that and see what happens. You said a
Okay.
wisdom saving throw,
I did a wisdom
and
saving throw.
and is that something that guidance works on,
Bless.
or bless? And what does bless give me?
Plus
D4.
4. Plus D4.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a wisdom saving throw.
Guidance is for skills. Bless is for attacks and saving throws. They're basically
Gotcha.
complementary spells to each other.
So that's a 16 wisdom save, and I'll add a d4. That's an 18.
Okay. With that, you are afraid, you're having all of these kind of flashes of memories or weird situations that are creeping you out, but you also take courage in the people that are around you, and your own kind of inner strength from the time that you've spent by yourself, and you put your fear to the side and you kind of press through to do whatever it is that you would like to do, and you can have an inspiration for being the first afraid cat.
Oh yay!
That was good of you to volunteer to do that, and it could have gone poorly for you. So I would
Could
like
have
to
gone
reward
poorly for Mink.
that. It still is going pretty poorly.
Yeah.
Well, Teddy. So Teddy will. That's what an empowering moment for Teddy. He's gonna power through here, and he will rush forward bravely and try to heal Mink with. I think it's Cure Wounds. Yes, I will cast Cure Wounds on Mink. So do I roll the d8, the 1d8?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's an 8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is wisdom. So 2.
Almost back up to 4.
So 10.
That's 10.
I get 10.
And also, though, Teddy has. He is a disciple of life.
That's the full hit points then.
So the creature
Yeah.
regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the level spell. So that you'll get right back up to max there.
Oh, I
Amazing.
love
Really good.
life. Domain clerics are powerful. Thank you.
You are welcome.
You're still lying on the floor, but Mink's like
Still lying on the floor. Yeah. Yeah. I get the CPR.
Yeah. We've all seen it in the movies.
We've
We
all
know how
seen
it
it in
is.
the
You
movie.
just sit bolt upright. Yeah.
And you're basically fine.
Yeah. No issues. No nothing.
Tune in next week on Debbie and Elise's podcast for a discussion about CPR.
And then can Teddy, I guess, I don't know what the plan is going to be now, but Teddy's feeling the exhilaration of bravery here.
Yeah, it'll get you.
I'll get you. He's gonna maybe circle around this way to try to. Well, I don't know. How brave is Teddy feeling? He's in a weird
Pretty
state.
18 brave, pretty brave. 18 brave is quite brave on a scale of 1 to 20, as Burbage Kemp would say.
Yeah, and there's a I think as much as it's like this this adrenaline of like, oh, I can do this. I feel like it's also partly like a compulsion. Something is also driving him or pulling him forward, and he's gonna circle around this side of the armor to try to distract it or draw some of its attention away from Mink, to give Mink a, I don't know, an advantage or something.
Nice one. If only Mink was a rogue.
Indeed.
Are we playing with
flanking
rules, where if we're in front and behind, we get advantage on attacks?
Oh.
Yes.
Are those
May-
rules as written? or
May
is
I
it an
make my
alternate
case? And
rule?
this is not an argument. It's just making a case.
No, this is no, Elise.
It's not an
May I make my
argument.
case?
Okay, fine. It's a very
Let me
brief.
start. Hang on. Let me start the timer. What? Please
Okay.
hold. Stopwatch. All right. Begin.
Okay. This thing's attention now must be divided between two people who are intentionally in front and behind, which means it has to look both ways, which means there would be more openings for a better attack.
All right. That is a reasonable argument, and made in only 13.5 seconds.
Elise can talk very fast.
Elise, Elise and I know this. We both can talk very fast, which
Yeah.
makes transcribing our podcast a
Miserable.
real
We've got to
crappy
pay for a
job.
transcriber.
Yeah. Okay, yes, you can have the flanking advantage.
Thank you, Debbie.
Good tactic, Teddy. Yes. All right. That's your movement, that's your action. Nothing for a bonus?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What is there anything Teddy could do with a bonus?
Do a little dance.
It would have to be something that he. Yeah, go away. How does that work again this early? Like, I'm so confused because Burbage got early bonus stuff, but
it's extremely unlikely you'd have anything as a bonus action this early.
okay, that's what I thought. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm done.
Okie dokie. In which case, Diota, you're up.
Diota looks visibly relieved that Mink is, breathing again.
Uncrumpled.
We'll pull out another little round of pink and green paper, press their thumb to it, and blow towards the armor. Another acid splash. Much better damage, thank you, God.
Nice.
It's probably going
Right,
to make the save, but...
I got to do a dexterity save, right?
Correct.
I rolled a 7. So I will take
5 acid damage, then?
your 5 damage. As the acid hits the armor in its breastplate, and you see it start to, like, sizzle and dissolve a bit. Ick.
And now, probably not actually... Why can I not control my own character?
Okay, tell me what you want. I'm sorry.
No. I just don't understand why I can move everyone else's tokens. If I want to start moving up the stairs, and this isn't necessarily actually mechanically, but doing so while sort of grabbing Mari by the hand, like, the fight is this way.
Right, that's what I'm trying to get away from, the fight.
Understandable, but no, not at the moment.
Mink just crumpled like paper.
He's better now.
Oh,
I got better.
okay.
It got better.
So,
Just a flesh wound.
Diota's going to move a couple of steps up the stairs. So, like, to that square.
That corner, yes, good. Excellent. Very excellent. Right. Good turns. Mink, uncrumpled.
Uncrumpled. I will use half of my movement to stand up.
Bam.
And then
You
I will
are-
attack with advantage, plus a d4, because we are flanking. And I have
Yes.
Bless still. Bless doesn't come off me just because I fall unconscious,
Correct.
right?
It's my concentration.
It's your concentration. Okay, great.
Important. That's also, just as a note, that's also important because death saving throws are saving throws. And Bless applies to them.
Oh,
That is
does it?
fabulous. That will be a 22 to hit. No natural 20s.
A 22 indeed hits.
Fabulous.
You clang this armor with your Morning Star
Great. Here's
in
hoping
the
it
kneecap.
does okay damage. Oh, no, I stood up.
Oh, in the
9
butt.
piercing.
In
Yeah,
the butt of the armor.
in the
Yeah,
butt
yeah.
of the armor this morning. That would be very unpleasant. Here comes this spiky ball on the end of a. Yeah, that sounds horrible. And I smack
That's
it.
why it did so much damage. Got
Yeah,
spiked
9
in the butt. It's
piercing.
like, how?
Good.
Is that your turn?
That is it. Yep.
Okay. Question. Bloody is less than half?
Yes.
The armor looks bloody. It looks really messed up. It's got like this clank out of its butt. It's got acid squizzle in the middle. It's not looking good.
Let's go,
Acid
team.
squizzle?
Yes, that's what I said. Yes, it's a British term that means slightly dissolved due to acid splash.
Okay.
Yep. It's my turn. Guess what?
Who you attacking?
The armor is going to turn towards Teddy and crumple because Teddy's walked past it, so that's like, oh, the armor's like, oh, you've gone past my area, so it's gonna try and slam into Teddy. Does a 18 hit Teddy?
It does.
Please take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And then it's going to swing around and smack again at Mink because it's annoyed that you just stood back up after it put you down.
If you on this,
Does a 7 hit
it
Mink?
sure don't. Let's go.
Well, shit. All right. Well, okay. You uncrumple another day, I guess. Marie, being dragged up the stairs by Dyota, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna. Yeah. How far ahead do I have to get to actually be able to see it? Because the stupid spiral. There. Okay, I can see it here. But I'm not on the landing, and I'm not getting on the landing. It's scary now. I'm gonna throw a firebolt at it. As a 21 hit.
A
I
21
assume.
eat this does indeed hit.
Eat this. Ignore that sneak attack. Well, wait. No, I
Wait,
can't
do you
get
not
sneak
get-
attack. Sneak attack's just for weapon attacks, correct? Okay. So
except for
ignore
I
that.
think
So
arcane tricksters at upper levels can apply it to cantrips.
Oh, that's cool.
unfortunately, just 2 fire damage.
2 eat this damage. All right.
Yes.
Good.
It's Ignis.
Eat this.
Eat this. Anyone that plays Baldur's Gate will know exactly what Lena and I are talking about, and Goy's head is already in his hands. I'm delighted. Couldn't be going better. Is that it for Murray?
Yeah, I can't do anything with a bonus action from here, and I'm not getting close to it on account of the crumpling like paper.
Crumpling. Yep. All right then, Teddy, you're up. You get advantage on your attacks
Because of flanking.
because
Do I get
Elise made a good argument.
Do I get... I guess you don't get advantage on, like, spell attacks. Or spells. That's not really...
You do on... Technically, you do on something I think that makes you make a spell attack roll. For a ranged spell attack, that's going to be neutralized by the fact that you now have disadvantage from proximity. But if you had, like, Shocking Grasp or something like that, I believe you do get advantage.
I think Teddy will try to... will bonk this suit of armor with his quarterstaff.
All right. Cop this.
Two-handedly.
Okay. Do you have a shield?
Oh, yeah, I do have a shield, so I'll do it one-handedly.
See?
Good cat. Should I re-roll it with the one-handed?
Yes, please re-roll. The two-handed we'll just ignore it. Don't worry, re-roll.
Okay. I'll get back into my character sheet here. What is on? Did I describe Teddy's shield?
Last time, yes, I think you did. There's an eyeball or something?
It bears the image of a Pegasus on the front.
Oh, a Pegasus, obviously.
Yeah. So, all right, let me re-roll this one-handed.
That got worse.
You have
Did
less?
get worse. Yeah, I've got bless, but I'd almost rather use my inspiration to just re-roll the attack.
Oh, you absolutely can do that if you wish.
Yeah,
Get it, spend it.
Try again.
Inspiration burned a hole in your pocket.
11, and I'll add a d4. It becomes a 15.
Can I slide my proficiency focus and give you another +2 onto this and get you up to 17 by using my good boy card focus?
If you want to spend that card, you absolutely can.
Where did it go? I put it out on the table and now it's gone.
I think I accidentally stole it. I can't.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I did.
I don't know if that'll get you. I don't know if 17 hits, but it will get you to 17 because I think our proficiency bonus is currently +2.
Thank you.
Is focus proficiency bonus or double proficiency bonus?
Focus. Well, I've lost the card, so God only no. It says until the start of your next turn, double your proficiency bonus. So all of Adam's proficiency bonuses will now be +4 essentially. So,
But
does that?
it doesn't add 4. It just adds another 2.
it will add 2 because he's already got his proficiency
It doubles
in
the
there.
existing proficiency bonus.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So a 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Oh, so close. Well, your proficiency is still doubled till the end of till your next.
Okay.
So if you have to do saving throws or anything like that, it will still help you.
But you do get a nice bit of vibration up your arm from hitting the suit of armor with your quarterstaff. It's like,
Nice.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else from you?
No.
Diota.
Gonna just pull out another circle of paper. DC 14 dex saving. Throw. I know where the card is. I accidentally cursored over it. It's in the darkness.
We found the card. Would you like me to put that back in the... let me get rid of that. Remove card.
I literally just clicked in the middle of the map because I was refocusing the window and like a little outline appeared. I'm like,
bloop.
The hell?
All right. What did I need to make?
Dexterity saving throw.
6 passes, surely.
No. 5 acid damage.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm going to be really nice to you here and say that because of all of the acid damage that Diota has been doing to this suit of armor, it's eroded away at so much of the armor that there are more openings. Mechanically, I will lower its armor class by 1 because I think that like the acid would dissolve away at the metal. I think that's reasonable.
Cool.
Mink. You're up. Oh, by the way, it's also looking real fucked up.
All right. Well, it's the same thing that we did before. Attacking with advantage with the Morningstar. Wait, I didn't take any damage last turn. Okay. Here we go.
No, you didn't. You've been uncrumpled, sadly.
That's a 23 without the +4. Or without the D4.
That hits.
Thanks for the advantage. Also, I'm rolling pretty lucky even with that. So that's good. Okay.
11 wouldn't have hit.
Or piercing. I rolled a 1 on the die.
Piercing, -4. All right. It's not dead yet. Psych.
Psych.
My turn! Get crumpled. All right. It is mad at you, Mink, because you've hit it. And Teddy just kind of rattled it a bit, but you... Ooh, it's mad at you. So it's going to slam you. Does a 13 hit?
No.
It's going to slam you again.
Let's go. Do better this time.
22.
That hits. You did
Psych.
better this time.
I did do better. Take 4 bludgeoning damage.
No problem.
Man. Apart from that crit, I've rolled real low on damage. It's terrible. I've hardly killed anyone. Fun. Okay. That's my turn. Marie, back to you.
um. So it's looking pretty hurt, and it's not actually like been hurting people now. Now it's flailing ineffectively. So I am going to move in. It's fine, and swing at it with my short sword. 24 hits.
24 indeed does hit.
This is actually with the sneak attack, so 10 total damage.
Please tell me how you would like to destroy this harmless, beautiful suit of armor that's never done anything wrong its whole life.
Mostly really tentatively. Mari's like kind of creeping forward, and then she kind of tries to like duck down and make herself smaller and swings at it, and then like flunches away, but somehow manages to connect and kill it.
Cool. Good job. All right. Well, hang on. How do I? I was gonna try and draw on it to say that it was dead, but I don't know how to do that. So how do I get rid of the thing to show that it's dead?
So
You can in the little when you click on it and you get the little like circle icon at the bottom, you can put like an X over it or something with the symbols.
I always think it looks like a crystal ball.
I've got a little dead skull. That's cool,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that'll work too.
All right. Good job, everybody. First fight. Woohoo! Survived. Well done. Well done. All right. Is that a good time to take a break, do we think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. I mean, I only crumpled one of you once. Very
And
sad.
I got right back up at full health the next turn.
You got knocked
Thanks
down
to
and you got up
Adam.
again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're never going to
All
keep
right,
me down.
everybody. I'm going to try again. Don't you worry. I'm not going to play it, but I've got a bad boy card that's they never come in packs, which is the players have to fight exactly the same thing again that they've just fought. And honestly, the temptation it be real, but no. Okay, so why don't we take a little 10-minute or so break here, everybody? Grab a drink, grab a snack. As Andy would say, manage your fluids, in and out. And we'll see you back here in just about 10 minutes or so.
See you soon, everybody.
Be right back.
Ciao. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're still not dead. Best efforts. Well, and by my best efforts, I mean a suit of armor crumpling mink. Hope you had an enjoyable break and managed to do whatever you needed to do. But we're back here in this lovely house on this landing. And we've just fought and destroyed a suit of armor. What do we want to do now? Any thoughts?
Does Teddy look injured?
He a little bit. He got hit upside the head by that armor guy, so he looks a bit dizzy and bruised.
Okay, I will use like.
And he's just kind of pacing back and forth. He's like, we can't spend too much time here. I've got to get to Unthangal.
Does that sound like a place I know? Have I heard of Utingal? Anybody?
Adam, is that a place or is that a person where you've got to get to?
It is a place.
But it doesn't sound like it's in Barovia.
It probably
no.
Correct. Yeah, it's not in Barovia.
Mm-hmm. But if you wanted, Lena, you could give a history check to see if you've read a book or you know anything about other places.
I'd like to pick over the suit of armor to see if there's anything useful.
Sure, I'll do that.
Goy is looting the monster.
I got a 19.
A 19. You know that's somewhere on a different plane from where Barovia is. You've never been there. Of course, you've never left Barovia. But you've heard roughly that it's somewhere else. You can't get there.
Sorry. I love just casually. Yeah, it's on a different plane of existence. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't like the city of brass or something where it's like, yeah, I know it's on another plane. It's the capital of hell. So investigation?
Yes.
To check the body?
I think Elise was also desperately trying to heal
do
Teddy.
Something. Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to know how many hit points you need to get you up to full.
Sorry. I think 3.
Okay, I will use lay on hands and give you 3 hit points.
Yes. Diota, you can give me an investigation check to loot the thing.
I think that lay on hands will also calm Teddy down a bit. He'll kind of stop pacing.
9.
And he'll kind of.
I think
9.
Narratively, Mink would be engaging with you as this occurs to try to do that, but we don't have to.
No, that's great.
Okay, Goy, would you like to roll me 1 times D100? $74. Okay. Can you also roll me a D6, please? You find 2 uses of bat guano. There is a bat that has camped out inside this armor, and it's pooped. You're welcome. The bat is not present, but the guano is. Isn't this fun? All right, so people have been healed.
Remind me when we wrap up the session, and I'll share that character with everyone.
Okay. Thank you for doing that, Goy. Mink, are you healing yourself?
No.
All right.
I forgot
Brave.
I wasn't up.
Or foolish.
Well, I can lay on hands.
You can lay your own hands on your own self, yeah. Look.
Yep.
Okay. I'll take my last 2 hit points from lay on hands. Bring me up to 9.
Okay. All right. So what do you want to do now that you've looted the armor?
I feel like the kid should have told us that there was a magical suit of armor that was going to attack us on the 3rd floor.
First, they left their baby sibling in the house, so perhaps not really planning. Two, it only responded when Mink went on the landing. It seemed like it was guarding the house. Since presumably they're supposed to be here, it probably wouldn't have taken a swing at them.
Oh, maybe it's like, okay, maybe it's a security system and they forgot to tell us the password to deactivate it. Okay.
Whatever
I
gets you
probably
through the
wouldn't give
day.
kids my password to things, honestly. Okay, well, should we keep looking for everybody? I don't see my friends' bodies, so maybe they didn't come up here, or maybe they got past it somehow.
Yeah, I'll poke my head over here to this corner where I've just moved my token, Debbie.
Yeah, okay.
And open this first door. Oh, I clicked it and it opened. I
Oh,
didn't
that's
realize
cool.
that would happen. That's cool.
I didn't know it did that. I mean, of course I knew. I know everything. I'm the DM.
Okay.
Okay. The double doors to this room have dusty panes of stained glass set into them. Designs in the glass resemble windmills. There's a theme here, you think? Oh, I see you guys all moving into that room. All right. The dusty cobweb-filled master bedroom, this is where you are, it's the master bedroom, has burgundy drapes covering the windows. I hope you're writing all these details down. There'll be a quiz later. Furnishings include a four-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils, a matching pair of empty wardrobes, a vanity with a wood-framed mirror and a jewellery box, and a padded chair. Oh, gross. A rotting tiger skin rug lies on the floor in front of the fireplace, which has a dust-covered portrait of the two people that you saw downstairs that you imagine to be the Lord and Lady of the house above it. There is also a web-filled parlour near where you are, Mink, in that kind of southwesty corner. A table and two chairs with an empty porcelain bowl and a matching jug on the table.
The stuff downstairs didn't look webby or dusty or rotten, right?
Right. Weird. Everything, it seems that the things on the lower floors were perhaps better preserved than the stuff on this floor.
There's a desk. You said there was a desk, correct?
Actually, yes, Lancelot agrees. There is a dressing, excuse me, a vanity with a wood-framed mirror and a jewellery box. Like a dressing table, yeah.
I'll investigate that.
Oh, yes. Okay, please hold. I don't know which window I need to be looking at. Would you like to give me an investigation check? Oh,
24.
goodness. The jewellery box on the vanity is made of silver with gold filigree, worth 75 gold pieces. It contains 3 gold rings, worth 25 gold pieces, and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant, worth 750 gold pieces.
Nice.
Would you like me to repeat any of that? Okay. Also, you find a letter that hasn't been sent. Which is from Mrs. Elizabeth Durst, and you should now be able to see it in your handouts.
And the
Indeed.
Dursts are the people who live here? I didn't write down their last names, I don't think.
Correct.
But that's what we
Yes.
found before, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
I can read the letter for stream.
Please.
My dear Mrs. Petronova, your advice on dealing with the unwanted fiend in my home is very good advice indeed. Tonight's ceremony will proceed as planned when the moon is at its highest peak, without, of course, the attendance of Mr. Durst. I must agree with you that, yes, with such an innocent sacrifice, our proceedings may have better results, although innocent is not quite the term I would use. My thanks, Mrs. Elizabeth Durst.
So she sacrificed her husband's bastard baby, or the plan was for her to sacrifice the bastard baby, the one that was not her baby but was his baby, to do a demon cleansing ritual.
Is this dated?
No.
Nobody writes dates on things in Barovia, I guess.
Timeless. You're all
Not even
correct.
legal documents like deeds and wills.
Time
Just
to
going to
move.
sort of fold that back up somewhat primly. All right, Mink. We've found the line where I start agreeing with you.
It's evil and they have to be destroyed. I will check these doors over here.
Okay. Uh, that door over there, right?
The
That you're
north
right
one.
next to. It goes out to a balcony. But
Close it, close
That's
it,
where-
close it!
Yeah. I don't. Can I see through it before I open it?
oh yeah, it's fog. It's
Okay.
just fucking fog at least. Yeah.
Okay,
mhm.
then I
Do
don't
you want to
open
open
it.
the door? Oh, but
No.
you opened it. You
Well,
clicked
yeah,
it.
but I could. But fog of war, I can't even tell that it was not.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
but
All right.
but
It's a
Mink in
balcony
character
and
would have been
fog.
able to see through the window and say no, thank you to that. Okay,
Fine. You can prove anything with facts.
and the south door.
Ah, yes. This is the dumbwaiter that we
I
met
s-
downstairs.
Okay, so it's
That you
just
reckon
basically looking into a shaft. If I kind of like use my light that Diota made for me, that I think I made for
The little
myself,
rock, yeah.
and kind of hold it into the dumbwaiter shaft, can I see a few feet down and just make sure that it doesn't look like the dumbwaiter has moved at all? I don't think I could see
I think
far
it's
enough to know for sure, but
Yeah. No, it hasn't moved. You think it's pretty broken from someone sticking a javelin in it?
yeah,
Is that right?
just yeah. But you know what? I'm paranoid. This is
It
my
is full of cobwebs also.
okay. Cool.
And no halfling, gnome, or dwarf corpses.
Okay. I will call over to my friends and say, there's stuff on this table. I don't know if y'all want to look through it. Mink's not an investigator.
I'll look at the
Why
table.
is everything all like rowdy and weird? Also, like everything downstairs was nice, and I mean, so
I think
weird things happen in Barovia, but this feels weirder.
I think demon children are living in the downstairs part of the house and have killed their parents and don't come up here anymore.
And the real
Um,
children just have to live outside because of the demon children?
Those are the demon children, I think.
And they're doing housekeeping downstairs?
That is a fair point. From what I know, children alone are not famous for their reputation for keeping
I mean,
house
demons, I don't know, demons might be, I don't really clean.
as the source of all chaos in the multiverse.
I don't really know what demons are. We
Maybe
have
they're
enough to deal with
keeping
here.
the nursemaid alive and at their beck and call, and she's been
I think that there's also perhaps a conclusion to be drawn here that Mrs. Durst was trying to get rid of something and was willing to sacrifice the child that wasn't hers to get rid of it. That doesn't suggest that the thing she was trying to get rid of was her children.
would someone like to give me an intelligence sort of check or an insighty kind of thing?
It's all I do
Yeah.
all day, every day.
Can I do a history sort of thing to see if like I can figure out from what I know of living growing up in Barovia what might be happening here?
Yep.
14 intelligence for me.
Mink got a 9. They did just get their bell rung, so maybe they're not doing their best braining.
Oh,
Murray
That's
got a
Mink's
me on
best braining, actually.
I was like that. I feel like Mink thinks that's pretty solid braining.
Just because it seems like I don't know, like a connective role play opportunity. Could Teddy roll based on his kind of his personal history an insight check about the idea of a mother and her relationship with her children, and trying to get a sense, and like just based on like his personal.
Is this a trauma check, Adam?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
like yeah, I don't know.
you can roll an insight check, sure.
Debbie, they're all trauma checks.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, there's a reason.
I
we all
love
play
the
D&D.
idea of adding another skill that's like trauma informed.
Yeah, that's a
the
9.
opposite of what that means.
Okay. So, Teddy,
Trauma
you're quite sure that a mother could do terrible things to her children, biological or not. And that's really what you're focusing on. You can't kind of logic out or think about or consider anything else or understand anything else from that. Murray, with your 10 for history, you've never heard of this house. You've never heard anything about the Dursts. You know, nothing. Which is in and of itself, you know, you're pretty clued into what's going on in Barovia and what's where. So that seems a bit weird to you. It's not in any of your you know, your history textbooks that you studied at school in Barovia. Of course, the here is garbage, but still. And Diota, with a 14 intelligence, you're pretty sure that the fiend that Mrs. Durst is talking about is the bastard child. You don't think that there's another demon involved. You think that she's just a dick, and that's how she's chosen to speak about the baby that she wants rid of. You also remember from reading the books last time that they were trying to summon demons and were doing a whole bunch of terrible experiments in the books that you found in the secret room. And it seems from this letter that using the innocent Walter in one of their rituals, they think is going to give them a better result to maybe summoning a demon. And it's going to work in her favor in that it's going to get rid of the baby that she doesn't want around.
So, perhaps we find Walter a couple of steps down the list?
Well, we don't know when this was written. It could have been today. You know, Walter could be fine still. I mean, maybe
No
they
one's been in this room, Mari, for a long time.
Right. Maybe this is just their aesthetic? Like rotten ruts?
Rotten ruts?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to check this door that's across from the master bedroom.
Check this door that's across from the master. Okay, yes. You can open that. That is a bathroom. It's a dark room that contains a tub with clawed feet, an iron stove with a kettle resting atop it, and a barrel under a spigot in the east wall. There seems to be some kind of pipe work set up, but it doesn't work. It looks broken and just filled with dirt and cobwebs and creepy crawlies.
And then look at these two doors. Okay, let me just...
For the record, I'm sticking right on Diota's heels.
As a note, Diota is not going to open a door that they think has a decent chance of opening outside.
You guys. Okay.
Wouldn't the children know if their brother was missing?
Actually, can we go back over how, when we were sent into the house, we were told to check the basement because there was a monster?
I think we were told that there was just a monster in the basement and that they didn't go down there.
Were we also told anything about Walter, or have we since learned about Walter? Because didn't we come in thinking
they told you that they used to have a nursemaid who looked after them and Walter, but she's recently quit the family. And so now Rose is meant to be looking after Thorn and Walter. The noises from the basement were terrible, so her and Thorn ran outside and they left Walter inside. And that's why they've asked you to come inside to find the baby, because they have neglected their duty.
I think knowing what we know now,
children.
Perhaps Walter is the monster in the basement.
Right? I mean, babies aren't monsters.
Sacrificed at one point, now possessed, transformed into a monster, kept in the basement, appeased through the nursemaid and the caring for it in some way. The children, without the nursemaid, failed to appease it in some way, had to flee from it, and now we have monster creature baby in the basement.
Well, okay. I hear what you're saying, and I understand where you're getting that from. But I, f- I feel that the children perhaps would have told us, maybe, if that was the case. And also, I mean, babies aren't monsters. They're not very effective. If it was just a little monster baby, it would just, flail ineffectually on the ground. I think that's not something to flee from, just something to, take care of.
You live here, right? In Barovia?
Yeah, yes. Not here. Yes.
I'm just saying I've seen some weird shit and I don't live in Barovia, and it seems like this place probably has weirder shit. And if like evil things possess a little baby that has been killed for the purpose of summoning said evil things, the transformation of that baby into something monstrous would be quite bad.
You think someone would
Not a
just
baby
take a
anymore.
baby and do something to it and transform it?
I think that's exactly what Elizabeth Durst did. Now we have to find that thing and kill it, and you can't think of it like a baby anymore. It's already dead.
This also could be easier because it's very likely that whatever's happened, it's not going to look at all like a baby. So
Are we opening any of these doors?
I don't know if any of them seem like they face outside, or I can like see vaguely through them.
None of the outsidey doors seem to have like glass panes in them to help the
Okay.
light come in, and these are not outsidey doors. All right. So you're going the door to the south rather
Yeah.
than the door to the west. All right.
I'd also like to point out just on my screen where it's laid out, Teddy's good boy cards are perfectly framed by the light vision out the window. So I saw them like, what the hell is that?
It's good boy cards. It's good boy cards. You're fine. You're safe. Okay, so there's one more thing that I need to tell you, and I don't know how to change this on the map because I've tweaked the book stuff slightly. So you've got a door ahead of you. That's the one that you've just opened. There's a door to your right that you haven't yet looked in. Directly on the wall next to the door that you've opened is another door that isn't on this map. You can't see it, but it's there. But it's heavily locked.
It's what?
Heavily boarded up, so it's like covered in
Got you.
woodly planks and also padlocked.
Gotcha.
Okie dokie.
Joe just gonna
So
see that.
opening the door.
Well, that's normal.
Everybody boards up doors in their own house. Right. Okay, Mink. Oh, hang on. Stop fucking poking around a second. No, you're fine. Calm down. Jesus Christmas. Okay, so this is an elegantly appointed bedroom, but it's all full of dust and cobwebs. It's pretty minging. The door to your right, as you go in, so if you move one step to your south, that door is open. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Yeah. And in there is an adjoining nursery. Okay. And the double doors further south is out to the balcony, fog. Okay. So you don't want to open those doors, fog. So this is you think maybe the nursemaid's room. It contains a large bed, 2 end tables, an empty wardrobe that's kind of hanging open. You can see that there. There's another door next to the wardrobe. So one square up. Yes, there is another door as well, not boarded up. But in the corner of the room, I don't know how to ping. Can someone tell me how to ping?
Press and hold, click and hold.
Bloom. Oh, here
Perfect.
in this corner of the room. You see this? Don't go there. Oh my god! In this corner of the room, there's a whirlpool that's going to murder you. Is a ghostly woman, and she's obviously like trying to hide from you. She's kind of crouched down. She's obviously very frightened and quite translucent and ghostly. She is wearing a smart black uniform and a pristine white apron.
Gotta go. I yelled to my friends.
Oh, shit.
Hello? Mink will hands open, nothing in them, to kind of indicate not trying to hurt you.
I'm gonna give her a friendly little wave. Hi.
Joja's gonna go, cleric.
Hello. What are
Wait,
you doing here?
what do you need the cleric to do something?
Maybe an exorcism?
Just there seems to be a ghost here generally. Just sort of wanted you to be aware. I don't generally fiddle with. Ugh.
Well,
Ooh.
hi. You must be Walter's nursemaid. Now you're
Yes.
stepping on the ghost.
Yeah, please don't step in me. It's weird. Um, yes, my name is Margaret. I'm the nursemaid for all of the children in the house.
Have you seen my friends? They're both about my age, about my size. They're tieflings. They've got the horns like me. But we're not demons. We're not demons, but they do have horns. Um, have you seen two young women with horns?
No, I don't think we often get visitors in the house. Uh, we don't normally entertain. So and even if we did, I'm a member of staff. I don't normally see guests. I'm sorry, I haven't seen them. Maybe they're downstairs.
Debbie, does
Thank you.
does Mari's description of her friends ring a bell for Teddy?
You can roll traumatic memories check. What would that be?
History.
History.
History. Sorry.
17.
You at the moment don't have any memories involving two tieflings. Just you and two tieflings, which doesn't mean anything apart from the fact that you can't currently remember them. You have had memories with a few different adventuring groups so far, but nothing with those two tieflings. But that your memories aren't. You're not an encyclopedia in the old brain box right now, pal.
Sure. um. Cool.
Margaret, how old are Rose and Thorn?
Oh, that's a good question. Just let me check my notes.
Well
Um,
organized nursemaid.
well, yes, it's important that you keep track of the children's vaccination records, because vaccinations are important. Right. Hello.
I've never been vaccinated. These must have been really rich children.
Yes. The family is quite well to do, but you should get vaccinated. um, Rosavalda is 10, and Thorn is just 7. He just had his birthday last month.
Okay, and
We
that
had a cake.
matches how old we think Rose and Thorn are, right? Based on like we encountered them and they seemed about 10 and 7.
How do you think Mink has encountered in their life?
Mink grew up with a house full of kids.
Oh, Mink did. Okay, yes. So then you think that the ballpark, yeah, that's exactly kind of the ages that the children outside were.
Okay. Interesting. And Walter is how much younger?
Oh goodness, Walter, he's just a baby. He's lovely. He's maybe 3 or 4 months now. Goodness, it seems a bit strange.
Why is that strange?
Well, just time flies, doesn't it? And it doesn't seem like that long ago that he was born.
Margaret, does Walter age like the other children?
Of course he ages. He's a baby.
Insight check with
He's
my
a baby,
nothing.
Mink.
What is
All
wrong
right.
with you?
Here comes my insight. What's going to be so good? That's a 5.
Elise, yeah, Mink, your Elise is showing. Yeah, this lady ghost is scared and confused, but you don't think she's telling you any fibs about Walter aging.
Margaret, do you know where the lord and lady of the house are?
Um, well, usually at this time of day, I would suggest that the lady is probably out taking her constitutional walk, with some of her friends, and the lord is probably in the hunting den downstairs.
Oh, I think we looked there and we didn't see him. Where else might he be this time of day?
Oh goodness, he's a fantastic and busy man. He could be in town. He could be out visiting one of the other homesteads nearby. He's a really diligent member of the community and a great man.
Right. What about the basement? Does he go down there sometimes?
Um, I don't know. I don't go into the basement. I'm too busy looking after the children.
Oh, there's nothing. They don't. There's no storage or pantry items in the basement that you need to go down for.
Not that I need, no.
When Margaret talks about Lord, what's his name? Lord Durst.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get a sense of maybe the nannies, the Walters, baby mama?
What would be the does she
Insight!
fancy him roll? You can roll insight to see if she
Oh,
fancies him. Yeah, uh-huh.
God, I hate low wisdom characters. I don't hate them. I just.
You
And
did this to yourself. You built this character.
come on. Okay, that's a 19. Link
With a
has a
19.
great baby mama radar.
Bam. You know when somebody's horny for somebody else. That's what Mink's good at.
That's what Link's good
Um,
at.
she obviously loves the children and is very diligent about her job, but she also seems very fond of Mr. Durst, but she doesn't mention anything else. But yeah, she obviously thinks very highly of him. What
Okay.
what you do with that information is your business. You could ask
Fair,
her.
fair, fair. Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Like, Mink is a pretty polite guy. I don't think he's gonna just straight up be like,
Hey, did you bang this dude?
"Did you bang him?" um. Okay. Yeah. But okay. Mink is just thinking these things, so I will continue to let others.
So, Margaret, I want to play like a thought game with you called. It's a fun game called How Would I Die? So one of it's a game I play with my friends sometimes. Where
And
I
you
think
wonder
of
why
if
your friends left you.
they like this game. If I was gonna die, how would I die? So sometimes I think maybe I would get smashed by something falling off a building. And sometimes I think that a demon that was summoned by my employers might kill me. Um, it's just I just kind of play a lot around with how I might die someday.
I
How if
think
you were going to die, how might you die, Margaret?
I don't like
I
this
don't.
game. I don't like this game.
I don't like this game either, sir. I think, young lady, that you need some help. This is not a normal game that one plays with one's friends or colleagues. I do not wish to think on such things. I've a long, happy life in front of me.
Right, but you could just
Mink just
indulge
goes, "No,
me.
no, that's not true." I don't mean.
Mink, Mink,
Okay.
just help talk her into playing the game.
What do you mean?
Teddy, well, I
Or
guess.
maybe I am dead already, but I'm not quite dead. Sorry, what were you saying?
What?
Right.
What?
Teddy will, I guess, see the utility in what Mari is trying to do. He'll try to like actually persuade Margaret that I guess what uh what my new friend is trying to say is that it can be useful to imagine uh potential futures, possibilities, contingencies, timelines, because
Interesting that you say that, Teddy, because suddenly you are transported out of your body. You're hiding in this room because you've become separated from the people that you were with. You're terrified and alone, and you are completely out of magic. Something horrendous is stalking the halls, but you can't see it, you can't defeat it, and you know it's going to kill you. You feel a searing pain, and you look down, and one of your hands is gone. The wound is ragged and still bleeding, and it looks like it was ripped off. Not cut or bitten, but torn off. You try to keep your breathing as quiet as possible, but you're in a lot of pain. You're losing too much blood that's pooling around you. You hear footsteps in the hall outside. You hold your breath. The door is wrenched open. You scream as something grabs you, but then you're back where you are right now. You have
So,
both your hands,
so
and you're
he's
trying to persuade Margaret to think about potential futures or
Yeah.
pasts.
so he's
Go
he's
ahead.
like, it could be useful to imagine potential futures because it can allow you to.
Teddy? Teddy?
Teddy?
Was that persuasive? Was that persuasive for
please,
Margaret?
please roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
You've persuaded us to attend to you instead of Margaret now.
I do have proficiency in persuasion because of my revelers. But that's, yeah, I'm already proficient. Okay, but at disadvantage. 10. So
With a
he's sending
10?
mixed messages with this scream and grabbing his hand.
No, I'm sorry. You must be from a very different place to where I'm from. If you wish to do that, although it seems like you're having some kind of terrible response to it, so be it.
Teddy, should we just have her look through the spyglass? I don't know. You seem to go someplace else when you look through that thing.
But I guess somebody else could, but
To be clear, not me.
I'm not sure what they would see.
Teddy, why did you just scream?
I haven't the foggiest idea. Teddy will just wander
That's a
away
very normal
slowly.
delivery.
Just
I think
he wanders
Mink
away out
is
of the
losing
room.
is losing patience and will turn back to Margaret and get a little bit tough love here and go for a more kind of intimidation tack here and kind of give her like a Margaret, Walter is missing. There's probably the Lord and Lady are dead. You're dead. We've been
Walter's
attacked.
missing?
There's
Oh
a
my
monster in the
goodness.
basement. You need to tell us what you know.
Okay, Walter cannot be missing. He must be with his brother and sister. And at that, she turns and goes through the door next to the wardrobe that you can't see that's there. So she floops out of the room. She goes, this is where the... Oops. Oh, wait. Can you see the door now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. And she floops through here.
Okay. We've got the attic stairs, I yell, and I'm gonna follow her.
You're gonna GT up to the attic?
I'll follow right behind.
Teddy, you feeling okay for some stairs?
Teddy, come on.
These are the next stairs. These are the right stairs. I've got to get to Unthangol. I've got to get to Unthangol.
Okay. Okay.
Let me move you over here.
Jota's just gonna let Teddy go up the stairs first, so they can
come
keep an
here.
eye on him.
Okay. All right. I'm moving. Have you seen where I've moved you to? Yes, Mink, you've got it.
Yes.
Oops. I'm going to put Marie there. Teddy, come over here.
Mink, where's Unthangol? Is that from wherever you
Sorry,
all
Jota.
came
I'm just going
from?
to move you over here. You're underneath Teddy now, or on top of Teddy, depending on your visual.
Can I click the door? Debbie, can we go through the door? Can we do it? I did it. I clicked it.
All right. Hang on. Jesus Christmas. Let me check my notes. What is the number of the area that you're in? Number 16. Don't worry, I've got this. This bare hall is choked with dust and cobwebs.
Oh. Fabulous. All of these doors. Is this a balcony that I'm in front of now?
Window, it looks like.
Yeah, window. Yeah, fog. A bang, a bat.
Yeah. um,
Any
well,
footsteps to Margaret about which door she went through? Any signs in the dust?
No, she disappeared. She's a ghost.
Margaret.
Nope.
Okay, I'll open.
The door
Well-
that you are in front of, this door,
Yeah, is it locked?
it is locked.
I can lockpick.
Well,
We also have a key.
I forgot about that.
Who's got the key?
according to
Yota?
my notes, Diopta.
Yota,
Jota
will you try that key?
I'll do you one better. Tosses you the key.
Okay. I attempt to unlock.
Yes, it unlocks the door.
Ooh, secrets. I thought it was going to be that room downstairs that we didn't even. You were like, it's boarded up, it's padlocked. I was like,
Which we should still go. We should check that
I think
out.
that was just another entrance to the stairs to the attic based on spatial. Right, that someone boarded it up, but there's another way up to the attic via the nursemaid's room. Maybe
The boarded up door downstairs. Yes, when you went into the stairs from the
Okay.
nursemaid's room, there was a door that would have made sense to be the other side of the boarded up door. So
Cool.
the only way to get into the attic was through the nursemaid's room.
Got it.
Almost as if someone was trying to shoehorn you to go around that way.
Oh, interesting.
You should be able to open that door now, Mink. Oh shit.
Okay. There's something in here. I say in exactly that tone.
This room contains a bricked up window flanked by 2 dusty wood framed beds sized for children. Everybody get ready for some shit. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on its sides and a dollhouse that is a perfect replica of the dreary house in which you stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor are 2 small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the 2 cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognise. And as you step into the room, ghostly figures of the children appear.
Rose and Thorn. Do they look 10 and 7?
They do. And they look sadly at their bodies, and Rose speaks. Oh, I am sorry I led you inside. I didn't remember, but now I do. I think deep down I knew we were dead, but I couldn't remember. That's why I asked you to come inside, but I didn't mean to trap you in here with the fog and everything.
Teddy. Mink is so out of his depth.
What? 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 How can I help?
I mean, you're a
I
nice
think
guy who
Teddy's very
talks
honest.
to people, right?
What do you need me to find out?
Can you just, I mean,
What?
these kids are dead and they're apologizing, and I feel like all I do is hit things with a sword.
Please don't hit us with a sword.
I don't
No,
want
we would
to.
never hit you with swords.
Yeah. Okay. So Teddy steps forward and kneels down in front of the ghost children. And he'll say, "What is it you need us to do?"
Um, we'd like to be put to rest. That would help. We'd like you to find our parents and Walter. There's still the monster in the basement. It sounds like horrible screaming. And when we asked Mummy and Daddy about the screams, they said it was a monster, but they didn't tell us anything else. They told us that it was in the basement. And when they went to deal with the monster in the basement, they would lock us in this room to keep us safe.
is that?
Do you know how long ago that was?
Um, hundreds of years. Last week. I'm not sure.
I understand that feeling. Could I make a medicine check on how long it would take bodies of roughly this size to decompose to skeletons?
Yes, you may absolutely make that check. While I Google how long it
6.
takes. Oh, yeah. You think it would probably happen in a couple of weeks. You can't really get a judge of how long these bodies have been here based on that. Thank God I don't have to Google decomposition.
We got your doggy. Also, we brought your doggy up to see you, and I'll
don't
get
have a
Lancelot to
doggy.
come forward.
We don't have a doggy. That's not our doggy.
Doggy right there.
Wait, what?
No pets. Mummy and Daddy don't like pets.
Has someone else been living in the house downstairs while you
Cleaning it.
right? Because like the bottom floor is clean.
No, but I think others have been here. I think. Have you been here before? And she looks at Teddy as she says this.
No, I just showed up here hours ago.
Oh, you just. I'm not sure. I'm confused.
A lot of that
Okay.
going around.
Why do you think Teddy's? Have you met a? I mean, Teddy's pretty unique looking. Have you seen somebody else that looks like Teddy before?
We don't meet a lot of people. Mummy and Daddy have a lot of visitors, but we're normally shut away up here, and Margaret comes to check on us when we're shut away. I don't know why she didn't come last time. We were very hungry, and no one came, and we cried, and then the hunger went away, and we were cold, and then we went to sleep.
It's good. I'm glad you went to sleep.
So we can put your bodies to rest. That would be right, but I think we're going to have to take care of some other things first.
Yes, please. I know it's too late for Thorn and me. I am worried about Walter and Mummy and Daddy. Please, could you find out what happened to them, and if there's still a monster in the basement, can you destroy it? I don't want anyone else to come to any harm.
When your parents locked you in here to go take care of the monster, what did they do with Walter?
Normally he was left with Margaret. But last time when we were shut away and Margaret didn't come, I heard Walter crying. I don't know. I don't know whether he was taken, but I'm worried about him. I heard him crying and then he didn't cry anymore.
Have you seen two tiefling women who look like me? Two young women with horns, my friends. Do you remember that? People who look like me?
No. But I'm confused. Do you want to get to the basement?
That's a strong word.
I think we
Basement
probably
is a
need
strong word.
to go to the basement, yes?
Absolutely, we're going to the basement.
So if you come to I can show you the secret stair that will take you to the basement.
Is there any? I'm asking the kids before you take us there. Is there anything in these other rooms around the attic that we might need?
Oh, I don't know. We don't usually go in the other rooms. But the entrance to the stair to the basement is just here. Can you see me pinging?
I can. Can I try the other door first, or is that a outdoors, like a window balcony?
Can try. So there's as you go down this corridor. Yeah, there's a door to your right. Hold on. This is a spare bedroom. Web-filled room contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a rocking chair, an empty wardrobe, a small iron stove. Fuck all else.
Anything? Yeah. Okay. Nothing of importance. Okay.
No magical weapons that are good at killing demon
Well, it was
baby
worth a try.
whatevers. Mm-hmm.
And then over here, this last door.
Also, containing a slender bed, a nightstand, iron stove, writing desk, spare room.
Anything on the desk?
Yes, a smiling doll in a lacy yellow dress, covered in cobwebs.
Okay. Basement?
Johto, given that we have other things that we need to do, one of which includes potentially fighting a monster, would it be all right with you if I packed your remains so that we could lay them to rest in case something goes badly with the basement?
Yeah, you can, but we're not going to go anywhere. You could come back for us, or you can take us with you.
Jota now seems completely overwhelmed.
Mink will kind of pat his shoulder, or sorry, their shoulder, and say, I think we're either going to be able to come back or not. And whether we take the skeletons with us, if we don't make it out, that's not laying them to rest.
Fair. Is there anything I can get you?
No. We're dead.
Fair. You said that the dollhouse was an exact replica?
Yes.
Do I see anything if I look through it, like the basement, any other stairways, hidden rooms, anything that doesn't line up with sort of
Monsters in the basement that, give us an idea of what we're
Yeah.
going to be fighting.
Okay. You want to give it a once over to check if you've missed anything from where you've been already?
Yeah, basically. I mean, like,
All right, okay. Can you give me investigation?
17?
So the dollhouse does not have a fully kind of sketched out basement. It kind of ends where the floor of the room is, right? It doesn't go subterranean, but you can just see the spirally stairs that go down to it. But all of the other rooms and doors and bits of the house you've experienced, you've explored. The furnishings in the dollhouse look kind of less dusty than the ones in reality, but it's an accurate replica of where you've explored.
All right, well, hopefully we'll be back.
And as you say that, they disappear.
Great.
How do I make them disappear?
You can move them to like the GM layer by just right clicking and then say move to layer.
Bloop.
Or layer. Yep. Well,
Bloop.
are we ready to? One thought, we did say that maybe we would investigate the ground floor more thoroughly before the basement, because we didn't really spend any time in the hunting den, which we now know is where Lord Durst spent his time. It's possible there's something in there that would help us, but if we want to just get this over with, I don't think we're going to find some magic weapon that's perfect at killing monsters in basements, but there could be some clue.
If their parents went to deal with the monster and never came back, it does seem highly likely that any useful implements they had, they would have taken with them.
Yes. The only thing coming to mind is perhaps some hint about what we'll be facing.
Possible,
we
but at the
found
same
some
time, I
hints.
probably expect it would be in the secret room hidden behind a bookcase in the library.
Okay. You are correct. To the basement, then. It's time to kill a monster. I will take my potion of heroism.
How long does that last?
An hour, I believe, but I will double check for you.
Okay.
So what if we don't go kill the monster? Because, okay, I'm gonna say this real quietly so the kids can't hear, but I think probably Walter's dead, and so are their parents. And I think my friends wouldn't have gone down there because that's ridiculous and dangerous, and you could die. So they probably just went out the back, and I missed them. And I'm gonna go find them later out the back. So maybe we just don't go, like the monster's just in the basement. It's not doing anything.
Marty, I know we've only just met, but there's no world where I don't go to that basement. Sorry. I open the door and chug this potion.
And we managed to find the point at which it tips over the line where I'm going to the basement.
Dead kids, monster in the basement,
We're
hundreds
already
of years.
dead.
And not at rest.
The dead don't rest very well in Barovia typically, so.
They could be resting better than they are.
Mari, I think we do go to the basement.
Also,
Do you have a reason
Ominous
for that,
phrasing.
Teddy, everybody else gave reasons, and you just are staring off into space.
Also, as Mink opens the door and what we see on the other side, Judge's gonna go, oh, well, that's creepy as fuck.
Well, it's funny that you say that because Teddy, you've been in this exact conversation in this exact situation before, negotiating with the party of going. You know, only death awaits you in the basement. But of course, you can't know that. You've never been there. You have to go to the basement, though. It'll probably be fine, but you have to go.
Yeah, Teddy wasn't. It's almost like he wasn't saying like this is the decision we should make. He's saying like it's almost as if he's reading. He's describing a plot of a book or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would hold on to the potion of heroism until I'm sure we're going actually until we're on the stairs. But just FYI, I did put in the chat in Roll20 what it does.
I've seen it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So what's up with? Is this covered furniture?
In this room, what you just stepped into?
Yeah.
This dusty chamber is packed with old furniture. You can whip the covers off if you want. Chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, dress mannequins. All the kind of cool stuff that you normally find in a weird, creepy house. Covered in these dusty white dust sheets. Do you go round uncovering all of them?
I don't think Mink would. I think Mink is whatever, creepy house. I get it. But if others, because Mink's very set now. We're going to the basement. We're killing the monster. But if others want to, by all means.
If anyone wants to give a perception check in this room, you may.
I'm definitely uncovering all of them. Mari is, but she's trying to do it quick to keep up with Mink. But she doesn't want there to be people hiding under these or something.
That's fair.
Yep.
There's
okay.
at least one mannequin apparently, which is unsettling.
Creepy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and weirdly, the mannequin's missing one of its hands, which gives you the creeps, Teddy. Okay. Here, where I'm pinging, is an unlocked wooden trunk. Would you like to look inside it?
Mink is watching impatiently from the door and is check for traps.
Yeah, I'll check for traps in it first.
Roll a check for traps check.
17.
It's not trapped It's not locked. It's just a wooden trunk with some what looks like dried blood on the hatchet.
At the sight of the dried blood, I'll go kind of pale and step back from it. Deota, maybe you can deal with that. The trunk, it's not trapped. I checked.
I don't love the way you said that. Seeing the blood on it, I feel like Dota will like grab the sheet that's behind on one of them and just try to like sort of, wad it up and then push the lid open so that there's a little bit of a screen between him and a dart or a blade or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You see in the trunk skeletal remains, wrapped in a tattered bedsheet, stained with dry blood. Anyone that is looking at the body can give me a history check.
At the sight of the blood, Mari's gonna like whip away and turn her back on it and be taking really deep breaths.
12.
The clothes are exactly the same as Margaret, the nursemaid's clothes.
Found Margaret.
If you would like to give me a medicine check, you can to investigate why she's in a trunk all deadlified.
7.
Yeah, she's dead. Hard to tell why. There's a lot of blood, though.
All right.
It's skeletal, though. It's dried blood on the trunk, on the clothes, but otherwise no remains of flesh.
And you imagine, well, it seems that the level of decay on Margaret's body is the same as the children's, and perhaps that's why she didn't come and let them out when they were locked in the room. Because she was dead in a trunk.
Dead in a trunk? Well,
Is there anything under any of the sheets that's of note?
Me an investigation check.
I can say that Jota would probably be helping with that.
Nat 20. Does that mean I get a card?
Yes, it does. You get a good boy card.
Hell yeah.
You find a really nice iron stove.
take it with.
It's huge.
Okay.
Like it's.
I can carry up to 400 pounds.
If you want to carry a 250-pound iron stove,
It's really nice.
You're gonna have a real time down the staircase to the basement.
Just for shits and giggles.
It's in good condition.
Curiosity has been piqued. Can I attempt the medicine check to see if I know what happened to Margaret?
Yes. Please roll.
Great. Sorry, I don't. For what it's worth, it's probably going to be shit. 13.
Okay, with a 13, you can verify that there are multiple knife nicks in the bones around Margaret's ribs. So it looks like she has been stabbed multiple times in the chest and abdomen.
This supports my Margaret was the baby mama theory a little bit, to be honest with you, which is gross and sad. All right. Have we seen enough? Can we go kill this monster?
Oh, yes, please. And to be fair, also probably the parents if they're somehow still alive.
Teddy, you with us? I'm assuming Teddy is 1,000-yard stairs, but
I'm tempted to say that Teddy has already gone ahead. He's now in endgame mode and he's halfway out the door.
I think we're over here. This is just a
Which door are we going through?
That was a window.
He's halfway out the door, but it's the right.
Yeah, he just out the window.
He's like, bye.
When I say end game mode, that is the end game.
Yikes!
Yeah, Teddy's heading up the stairs. He's taking the lead.
As Giota. Oh,
Okay.
well, that's just a great sign.
I'll follow
Okay.
right behind looking for traps, I guess.
All right. So do you want to roll me an investigation, Murray?
As
I
as
can
this is
help with that
happening,
again.
yeah,
As
I
I'm...
look at Diota and just like clap them on the shoulder, like, here we go.
18.
There are no traps. Instead, you see a narrow spiral staircase made of creaky wood, within a 5-foot shaft of mortared stone. Starts in the attic and descends 50 feet to the dungeon. There are no exits or entrances from the shaft, aside the door in the attic that you just entered through and the door at the bottom. So you bypass the lower levels of the house as you make your descent.
Hey, who's scared of small spaces?
It's real small, it's real dark, and it's really cobwebby.
Teddy is
It's
just
not
like,
like
it's not what?
it's not nice. It's not dark like pitch black, but your visibility is about 5 feet. It's like the width of the thingamajig.
Teddy's just breathlessly like clip clopping down. You hear his hooves against the steps, and he's in a hurry to get where he's going.
I can't
Giota's
see
holding up.
anything on the map anymore. Just you might have to move us.
I will. Sorry,
And
I
Giota's
was
holding up their light stone.
light stone. Okay, I'm doing a bad job multitasking. I apologize.
Oh,
You're good.
no
It's
worries. I
multi-man.
just wasn't sure if we were supposed to be able to continue.
Yeah,
I've
the
gotta
spiral
move you to a
staircases
different-
are rough with the wall geometry. That's literally why I couldn't move my character before.
All right. Hang on. Oh, I gotta put you in the new map.
This is my emotional support squish thingy.
I've got an emotional support pug that my friend bought for me.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 seconds, please hold. Can you give me the marching order? Teddy was first, then Murray.
Yeah.
Then Mink. I almost used Mink's real name.
Is
Snuck it in.
Mink has a real name?
No, what?
Who?
Who?
Hey guys, is it just me, or does Elise have some secrets about her character that we should
Who
all be
would
paying
do
attention
that?
to? That's
Who
wild.
would do that? Okay. Can you see the map on which you now are?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. What?
Well, this is
I
some
see.
bullshit.
Is it because
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
I see black.
Same. I see that we have moved, but I do not see anything.
It's
It's
the
because there's
light.
no light. How do I give you a light?
If you
Can
click
I
on the
make-
tokens
Thank you.
and the settings, there should be, I think, a tab that has like light / vision or a section.
Dynamic lighting.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Token emits. So
And so
do you emit bright light or
I emit bright light for 5 feet and dim for another 5. Mink would be the same.
hang on. I'm just going to move you down here just for a second so I can get to Mink.
I understand, yeah.
Sorry. Bright light for 5. Dim light 10. Save settings. Who has dark vision?
I do.
Marie. Settings.
I can see already, so I think you have my dark vision turned on.
I do.
Yeah.
Or it does it automatically based on your
I
race.
put it in when I did the tokens.
You're an angel, Galway. Thank you so much. Okay, right. I'm going to put Diota back on top of Mink where they belong.
Yeah.
That's not weird at all.
So great, Diota. Just pick them
You're
up.
strong enough to. You can carry the iron stove.
Yeah.
I weigh much less than the stove.
I got Mari under one arm, Diota under the other, and I'm like, come on, get on my back,
Let's go.
Daddy.
Like, you're joking, but Diota only weighs like
I only weigh
241 soaking wet with all of their kit. Okay. Here we are. The wooden spiral staircase from the attic ends here. A narrow tunnel stretches southwards in front of you before branching left and right. You hear the distressed cries of a baby coming generally from further into the basement. And I think that is where we're going to leave it for today. But here's a bit of good news for you. You're now
We're level
Sorry,
what?
What?
you're level 2. You get
We're
to
level
level up.
2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, how does that work with us not having rested yet? Do we get the abilities and everything, or do we need to wait till we rest?
It was a magical staircase.
Ooh.
We rested on the way down.
I believe, rules as written, you don't get anything until you have a rest.
So you've just teased us.
You can have a rest.
Should we
Take a short rest. Short rests count, right?
I mean, then yeah, because we're level freaking 1.
Yeah, let's take a short rest. And
For 1 hour nap, we literally double our character level.
do I lay on hands back?
I don't think so. I think it's long rest.
Pallies, I think, are all long rest.
But if you get new charges from level
It
2, you'll
is.
get those additional.
That's true. I
charges.
would get those charges. Okay, so I'd
So,
have 5 extra. Just to use.
If you've decided to take a rest, Lena, can you roll me a d6, please?
That's
Sure.
not at all terrible.
I rolled 5. Is the 5 good or bad?
You hear over the crying of the baby that through the whole hour's rest is still going on, and it's like distraught babies crying. So enjoy your rest. But you hear a very loud, like feminine gasp of surprise, suddenly cut short by a sharp squelching sound. Around the corner to where you can't see from where you've rested. I'm assuming you've rested in the little bit of the corridor at the bottom of the stairs. You hear a tumble or like some kind of noise, and when you go to look, there's a pool of blood that's just flowing down the corridor, and then you blink and the blood is gone.
Just gonna immediately whip around and vomit. Just projectile fucking vomiting on the ground.
All right. Can everybody else roll me a dexterity saving throw to see if you cop some vomit?
14.
Mink, well done.
8.
Diota, you are going to definitely cop some vomit down like one leg. Teddy, you're fine.
Well, that's wonderful.
Teddy has a weird, mysterious flashback to being vomited on, and he steps out of the way, like the orc in the Return of the King.
Yeah.
Just gasping blood in between my vomiting. Just blood. Ugh!
Ew.
No, that's vomit.
Great.
Oh, God, it's all over me.
On the short rest, I will use a hit die.
Oh, good.
Just to get myself back up to full.
Lovely. Excellent. You do that. And then we can do all the leveling, bedingling in the sheet before the next time.
Yay!
Oh my God, I can't believe it. None of you are dead at all. I only crumpled one of you once. Okay, great job. So you're not dead again. Thank you so much, everybody, to the players for another wonderful session. I had a blast. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Despite my best efforts so far, 0 deaths. Thanks to everyone hanging out in the audience or who may catch this on demand. Hi, Mum. We are scheduled to play again, same time, same place, in 2 weeks. Join the Discord, !Discord, to get updates and announcements on what we're up to if anything changes, and I would be delighted to see you all then. So from everybody here, a big thank you for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Drink some water or your own preferred beverage. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.